Welcome back, YouTube. Here's the next installment of my grandfather's pocket knives. I'm going with the journey through Solingen, Germany here. My last video, I had a little pocket knife from Solingen, Germany that I talked about at Rex. These pocket knives that I have here, I don't know who manufactured them. All I know is that they have Solingen on them. This top knife just says Solingen on it. Might say something else, but I can't read it. Just says Solingen on the top. And then this one actually says Solingen Cutlery Company on there, but that's it. And I tried to look up Solingen Cutlery Company, and all I got was, knives from Solingen, Germany. So I don't know who manufactured these, but appears to be from Germany. So I'm gonna go through these guys a little bit. I'll start with the top one. This guy looks a little worse for wear. Don't know what's going on here. Kind of falling out. This little bail is pretty tight. It's kind of gunky a little bit. So we'll do the usual, throw some oil on there, clean it up with the rag as best as I can, but that's about it. It's kind of interesting. This label says 100 years old plus. I have no idea. I think this is my father's writing. I think not my grandfather's writing. And the reason I think that is my grandfather passed away in 1996. And according to this, I believe this is a date, February 8th, 2009. So that, if it wasn't my father, maybe it was my grandmother, I don't know, somebody random, I don't know. But it kind of looks like my father's writing. And they labeled it as $27.50. I have no idea how he came up with that price, or that he would know why it's an over 100 years old knife, other than it, kind of looks old. Yeah. So I'm gonna take this label off. I think I'm gonna use this knife to do it. Still sharp enough to take that off. So there you go. You're free. These knives. I mean, this guy still works pretty nice. Got a good snap. It's not really walking very well. Just talking, no walking. This little pen blade, also same type of deal. So we'll see. It's kind of tight. That came up. But we'll do the usual here to it. Yeah, I wanted to thank everybody for their comments, especially my video when I was doing the state of the collection. Makes me very happy to know that other people are getting a kick out of this channel. As I think about that, I wonder to myself, what would my grandfather think about this? I would love to say he would be interested. I would love to say he would think it's neat. I think he wouldn't care. And I don't enjoy, I'm not trying to talk bad about my grandfather in any way. I'm just trying to be honest about the type of person he was. He's just a pretty hard guy to know. I don't think he would not like it, because he tried to sell these knives. I don't know if he would care. But I do think about him while I'm doing these knives and wonder, he just, that seems a little better. Yes, shout out to the Steel City Knives. Thank you for all the nice comments and everything. I don't know what he would have carried around a lot. I replied to your comment, but I don't think he didn't. I mean, that's the hard thing. I get very torn with this because on the one hand, I very much respect my grandfather, respect his life, respect what he did, but he was not a talker. And any time I tried to talk to him, he would just grunt answers back. A couple of stories I've told about him kind of loosening up when he was older. One of the reasons I enjoyed those times when he would loosen up is because they would be so uncharacteristic. He would just be Mr. Grump, and he walked real slow. Um, which I don't, walk as fast or slow as you want to. I don't care, but he just walked real slow and didn't care, and what anybody thought was real grumpy. He would cuss, which I also don't care about cussing, but he would just always cuss about things. With that said, I've always told people if once I get to his age, I will probably act like him because I certainly know to be grumpy and not talk a whole lot. So yeah, my views on my grandfather are so conflicted. A large part of me wishes I would have had the grandfather that sat down with me and talked about knives and told me stories and things like that. And I probably did not appreciate him enough when I was a kid. I remember one day my father, story, we were sitting around eating lunch or something, and my grandfather would, maybe he told me stories and I don't remember them, but he would start to tell the same stories over and over. And, I was a teenager at that time, kind of rebellious and things. And I just stopped paying attention to him. I was like, yeah, whatever, Grandpa. And my father got real mad at me for not respecting him and kind of treating him poorly. So, that's a regret I have. I was never mean to him, but I would just kind of say, yeah, whatever. Yeah. And, it always kind of, it was kind of wobbling going around in this one. So this guy's got some wear on it. Definitely not the most pristine thing ever. It's really weird. I'll tell a couple stories as I go through these about my grandfather, but my father and him did not get along. Apparently, he was real hard on my father. My father had a lot of issues with him. So my father didn't talk about him a whole lot. This family drama stuff. But my grandfather was never mean to me. He just wasn't a big talker and just kind of grumpy. And anytime, there's a couple times I did stuff with him. Went golfing with him once, but it was always because my grandmother would yell at him to go do something with me. Go take your grandson here. Go do this. Go do that. Okay. And then we would just go. And we would do it. And then finish. But also, take all my stories with a grain of salt. I was going through I had issues of my own growing up. So there's a real good chance I just didn't remember these things and was too angry to pay attention. Oy, and then I just like that came out. Live on camera here so you can see it. What are you gonna do? Yeah, so you get to see me screw up a knife. Sorry, I apologize to the. I don't know if anybody's losing their minds right now, going, "What are you doing?" But sorry. Didn't mean to. Anybody has any comments on if I should try to do anything with that? Glue it back on or something? I don't know. Anyways, I'm just going to leave that for now. I'll watch the comments. If anybody got any thoughts on what I should do about that, if anything, let me know. And be sure to like and subscribe. Smash that subscribe button. Anyways. So that's knife number 1. All these knives, I'm pretty impressed with the shape they're in, even if there are stuff falling off of it and stuff. If it's really over 100 years old and from a different continent and everything, it's pretty cool. Okay. All right, next one. This is the one that says Solingen Cutlery Company. So pretty nice one. A little, kind of a Stockman shape, tiny. This one's in better shape than the other one. Probably gonna sell all of these 3 as a lot. And I went out last night, and in my other videos, I talked about how I was in the Air Force for a few years and spent a year and a few months in Germany. And I was there and I absolutely loved it. And I looked up the town of Solingen to see how far away it was from where I was stationed. And it looks like it would have been, according to Google Maps, about a 2-hour drive north from where I was at. I was stationed at Hahn Air Base, which is now Hahn Airport. And the town next to the town of Lutzenhausen. And so, yeah. So one time I visited the city of Cologne, or Köln, as they say in Germany. So I have to look at Google Maps, so I might be lying to you, but I think I might have driven through Solingen to get there. So that's pretty neat little journey. Absolutely love Germany. Back in, let's see, 1991, I would have been there in Germany. Yeah, another real nice little tiny pocket knife. I feel like, I don't know, is Bakelite sturdier than celluloid? I would think so. I would assume Bakelite's more sturdy than celluloid. I have a few knives that the covers are flaking off, and I believe that is celluloid, but these would be Bakelite, I think. It just seems like they're real smooth, so I don't, could they be bone. I mean, that's pretty common, use bone. Brass bolsters there. This little shield, you know, and that's just a nice little pocket knife from Germany. It's pretty neat. So one other thing I kind of mentioned, this came up on eBay. Somebody was claiming my knife was made from parts and not an original pocket knife. And I just have to say, I have no idea. I didn't even know that was a thing. People are putting these together from different types of knives and making their own creations? I have no idea. So as I go through these videos, I may start putting these disclaimers out there. You know, I'm not a knife guy, so I didn't even know that was a thing that you could do this. So anytime you see these pocket knives on here, you know, it may or may not be some sort of fake. All I know is that I got them from my inheritance from my family. I have no idea. I can't claim any kind of authenticity on any of this stuff. All I know is what I see on the little tank stamp. And so you're getting the best information that I'm getting. So yeah, I'm gonna set the one I've done before. So these three, put up for auction, I guess. Solingen, Germany, little tiny pocket knives. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. On to the next one. Hope you like the next ones too. Talk to you later. Bye.